All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Art Talk. So today I wanted to talk about ambition and how it just will come at different times in your life. And I just want to explain just a little bit how it's happened for me so that you'll maybe have a clearer understanding of what I'm just trying to get at. Ambition is simply the idea that you're going to get ambitious about something that, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to create this. I'm moving in this direction. And it's something that almost like you can't control, I feel. You can't tell yourself that I'm going to be ambitious about building a house, but yet you really have no desire about building a house. But you think that maybe you'll do it, or I'm going to get ambitious about starting whatever project that may be. I just don't feel it comes that way. I feel like ambition is more of a natural part of you that is each to their own. We all have our own different ambitions. I can't tell you what to be ambitious about like you can't tell me what to be ambitious about. And how that's happened for me throughout my life is I've just gotten these feelings like I've seen something's inspired me, or just that feeling just starts to build within me that there's a longing for something that has to do with art. Like, for instance, when I got into first publishing, I just had this desire that made me want to, I don't know why, how, what it was, that I want to start publishing my own books. And when I first published my own book, and it turned into this drive, right? So drive is part of the ambition where now, okay, man, I want to do this. I'm going to create this. It could be for that portfolio. You get ambitious in that drive for wanting to create that portfolio because you know that I just got to get this going. I just know I need to work on this every day because I'm going to start submitting to studios or whoever it may be in the next few months, and this thing happens, okay? So that's something that we know is going to happen at our lives. But there's also going to be times in your life where you don't have the ambition, where all of a sudden you're feeling like, I just don't feel like doing something. I don't feel like working on that project or whatever it may be. It's not exciting you, and you just feel like at a low point for some reason, whatever that, anything could be creating that, right? There's too many things to mention. But I just want to let you know that ambition comes in waves. It doesn't have to be a constant. You don't have to be a completely ambitious driven person all the time. To me, I almost feel that would be exhausting, to be honest with you. And I know for myself that there are times where I get that thing, like when I was starting this Silver Join Academy. It was like a ton of bricks just hit me, like, I gotta get this going. I'm so excited about this. This is something I want to do. And every day I'm working on making new videos and creating this and building the website and doing everything. And it was this drive that kept me going every day, and it was there. And then there's the time where I'm just like, I didn't have that in me. I didn't want to do it, right? So that's what's going to happen. And it's happened with publishing books or writing books, where all of a sudden I was talking to my wife the other day because I pulled up one of my old computers. I knew I started a book about a few years ago, about 4 years ago, a written book on mindset and everything else. And I know I was so ambitious at that moment, and I had this drive, and I wrote it, and I went and looked at it the other day and realized, oh my God, I wrote it. I practically finished this book. I just never did anything with it. And I looked at it again, and I realized that at different moments, I didn't have the ambition to continue writing something, and it just happened how it sort of happened. But if you told me right now, hey, start writing a book about what I wrote about 4 years ago, it wouldn't be in me. It's not in me right now. I feel like I've kind of moved. I'm constantly evolving and growing. So my mindset is things happen at different times. So that's what happened just with that book. And that's what I just really want to express to you today is, don't feel like you just have to be so ambitious all the time and have to have this drive all the time. And if you don't have it, that you're a failure, that you're not going to be successful, that all this other stuff that you're putting upon yourself. Because just not real to me. It makes no sense. I think it would be exhausting, and almost most of it wouldn't be true. I don't think it would be genuine, to be honest with you, if you had that. So just keep that in mind, that ambition doesn't have to be present all the time. Just accept and understand and surrender to the fact that it's going to come when it comes, and we just don't know how. It could be you're watching a documentary, you're listening to one of these art talks, you're watching a movie, you're having a conversation with someone, and something sparks up and makes you go, you know what? That would be kind of interesting or exciting to do. And all of a sudden that switch, whatever, you turn that knob, lift that light switch, whatever it is, goes on at that moment. And that's what we got to rely on and trust in. And I think having that perception and perspective of this might help you move into this new boundary of what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. Thanks so much for being a part of this once again and watching these. I just want to let you know, for you Patreon followers that are following this, if you wish to, what I've done now is I've set up an art talk now on the silverdrawingacademy.com, where you can just stop paying through Patreon if you wish to cancel your subscription there, and go and look at it now on the my Silver Drawing Academy and sign up for the subscription there. The benefit to that is whenever you go, it has all the other previous art talks that are exclusive on there, so you can watch them all organized in any place that you want, and you'll always get to watch them through that aspect. And it will all be on the silverdrawingacademy.com website, which you might find it just a little bit more organized for you there, as well as you'll get notified, as you'll always have the subscription to that. So that's just that reoccurring subscription. If you wish to just move it off of the Patreon platform onto that, because that's what I'm going to be doing anyway, is eventually moving people off of my Patreon into the Silver Drawing Academy, just so that it's all in one place and it's more organized. And that's kind of what I'm trying to set up. All right, so that's it. Thanks so much for watching this, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.